And here is a little Minisode where a tangent turned into a real tea topic. So we're giving it to you now instead of just cutting it out. I hope you enjoy.
I want them to go back to school safely. I want to send them to camp. You know what I mean? I want them to really just get their social lives back too, because they've just been home all year. And I'm not a teacher, I don't have the skills to teach them. And I'm not here because I have work. And I've been working this whole time. And it sucks because I really do feel like my kids' education suffered greatly. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And the big part of me is like, well, they're learning a lot about their culture, they're learning a lot about family, they're learning how to survive. And I told them, like, don't stress too much about school because you're living through a pandemic. Your main priority is to survive,
Mm-hmm.
stay healthy, stay safe, and take care of your family. That's your number one priority. But on the other side, I'm like, their grades have suffered so bad. You know what I mean? Like their grades have suffered, and they luckily they have a home where they have everything they need. They're safe, they have food, they have a comfortable environment, but it's just I know that it's limited, and I don't think it's fair to them. So I really want to send them to camp. I really want to send them back to school because I mean they're here and they're just like online school sucks for them. You know what I mean? Like I see what they go through, and not a lot of the teachers are equipped to carry it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's new to them also. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm just thinking like all the other students and everyone else, they're all in the same boat of they didn't get the best education these past couple of years.
Yeah.
And so like
See, okay, so this I have some tea to spill about this. Go ahead, finish first.
I was just gonna say like people are saying, "Oh, my kids are behind." Like behind who? Behind the other kids who are also struggling with like behind
Mhm.
kids 2 years ago who had a different school system. I was like, well, then change the grading system, change it. It's if
That's what I've been
everyone's
saying. They should
behind,
have
then they're
adjusted.
all at the same spot, We can just move forward from there.
The schools, they didn't even adjust their expectations. They didn't adjust the standards. They were expecting all of these students who are living through a pandemic, who are losing family left and right. There's their own classmates getting sick. You know what I mean? They're bombarded by all this crazy news. It's not even just pandemic related, it's also political. You know what I mean? There's all these things they're facing, and they didn't adjust their expectations for the students, and they didn't adjust the standards, and that pisses me off because my daughter was telling me like four of her classmates are passing, and four, and
Mm-hmm.
all the rest are failing. And she was crying about that today, and I was just, to see your kid cry, it sucks. You know what I mean? Especially if it's something legitimate like that. She's worried about her future. And I'm just like, man, they should have adjusted. They didn't even bother to do that. They held them to the same, like they had the same expectations for these kids who are learning new systems, learning new software. The teachers are not helpful all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm really upset about that. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Well,
mm.
you can go to a PTA meeting
I don't even have
or
those.
those
Like
board meetings. They don't have
you don't
board
even know,
meetings.
like the school system or the school that my kids are going to, it's not the best. Like I try to get a hold of the teachers and they don't even call me back. They don't answer my emails. It's just so annoying.
That's not good. Like
So
my mom
yeah.
used to be a teacher, so like I kind of know the principals and the teachers and the system and like with my little Cameron Facebook group, every time I see like a Tuba City board meeting or a boarding school board meeting, I always post it. I'm like, hey, here's a board meeting for you guys. Like, I don't, that doesn't apply to me yet because Frankie's not even in those school districts. But I try to
Yeah.
spread the information because all the board meetings are virtual on Zoom right now. So I'm like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
go to these board meetings. They're live, they're now. If you have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with the school system or the teachers, here's where you present it.
Mm-hmm.
and, try to tell them this is where you go with your complaints about the school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't gone to any of the board meetings, so I guess that's on me. But I used to sit on the PTO and PTA at some of the other schools that my kids went to, and those schools were structured so differently. And the school that they came from previously was the Tuba City boarding school. And that school, they're doing so much for their students, for the staff, and for the parents. And the school that the kids are at now, it's like they're not doing nothing by comparison. You know what I mean? It's just like bare minimum. And it sucks because I hear about this other school that's doing great. You know what I mean? They're doing their absolute best, and the kids are thriving because of it. And then you have this other school that's like doing the bare minimum and punishing the kids for things that are out of their control.
Hmm.
So it's really frustrating. Wow, your hair got long, Kelsey. I'm just realizing it.
Yeah, it gets long, and then it tries to choke me while I sleep, so then I have to cut it. I don't know if anyone else has that problem where their hair chokes you while you sleep. Because I toss and turn when I sleep, and then sometimes I wake up and it's wrapped around my neck.
That's a pity. I
Okay.
liked when you had the like this side shaved.
Hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice and cool during the summer, but then it just got too
Hmm.
annoying to have to keep shaving it and maintaining it. It's like, let's let it grow out.
Hmm. I should shave my hair underneath. Remember back in the day, like all the naughty boys had their hair shaved all the way back here. And they just had this part long.
Nope. I know some of them had
I
like that
remember.
weird little rat tail.
Ew, I know the naughtiest boys, huh? They all have a rat tail, like the worst ones. Mm-hmm.
I think
I remember
when I was
that.
growing up in like middle school, the boys had like that mushroom hair. It just went down here.
My brother had that haircut.
Oh, 'cause we're dying the right